Blessings, everyone, and welcome to August 2021. A big month of change happening for those of you that are awakened and those that are not. There's going to be some huge transformations going on. There's going to be waves of people awakening again this month with the Lion's Gate I am seeing and feeling. And there's going to be revelations within each person for their own personal development coming forth. Now, if you watched my video on what's happening on the 22nd, 23rd of July, those dates are in participation with the activations that had to occur with the Magdalene energy, the Magdalene, Mary Magdalene, the divine feminine energies that came in to activate and amplify the new earth crystalline grid at a higher octave. If you have not watched that video, please go back and watch it, because there is actually an activation in there that you can do in participation out on the earth wherever you are to help activate, initiate, and anchor the new divine feminine Christ consciousness codes that need to be released and received within everyone. Thank you for those that did participate. That was a huge day out here in Sedona when I myself, along with my sister Keleena, brought those codes through for the 33 women that were at our Divine Sacred Sisters of the Rose workshop initiation and activation that week. It was a very, very important and powerful day to help with the opening of Lion's Gate, which happened the following day. That following day was the activation and initiation of these new sisters. And it was very important. It was a full moon of releasing the old coding in masses so that the new coding can come in. So I will have a separate Lion's Gate video, and I will tell you right now, yes, because of the amount of emails that have come in, messages, even personal and face questions. Are you going to do a Lion's Gate webinar this year, Keleena? Last year's was so powerful. I am doing one. It will be done on Lion's Gate. We are currently working on that to get that pulled together. However, if you have not done last year's, it is still available. We put the link below in the description so that you can do that one, because it is not connected to linear time. And it is so very powerful to receive those codes to assist you to move forward in your process. Receive the light language, receive that activation to assist you. So going forward, I have a few notes because I did have my big meditation. I'm not sure if I'll even use these. I'm literally, I'm all giggly right now, but the solar sacred heart. So what I'm receiving is this month, solar sacred heart codes coming in massively, and this is very much connected to this divine feminine energy. There's massive amounts of divine feminine energy, waves of energy coming in from above and also coming up from Mother Gaia below. I have Isis that has been making herself present, as well as Aphrodite and Venus for the last, I want to say, 4 weeks, very powerfully. Isis much longer than that, showing me the return of these new divine feminine codes. Now, Isis for me is an embodiment of mine, as well as the Magdalene and other goddesses. So it's very powerful when that energy works through me at the Sisters of the Rose events, along with the Magdalene. It's that activation initiation that's in my cellular being. It's my memory codes of those lifetimes as the High Priestess. Everything just comes through me. And this is part of this Lion's Gate that's going to be happening. We will go into that in the Lion's Gate video, and then more deeply into the webinar where I'm actually going to activate you for those. That's that solar sacred heart codes. What I'm receiving is the lineup with the sun that happened on the 23rd when the sun moved into Aquarius. It sends a new code of freedom within the divinity of your structure, within you, and within this structure or foundation that you have been, so that you can shine more from within while releasing the vehicle or foundation of yourself that you've created that is truly not you. So there's this huge piece of yourself that is releasing this month in August. If you have not done this yet, and even if you have, there's even more of you that is releasing. Your wounded pieces are really coming up to be seen, to be felt, to be heard, so that you can embrace them in love, so that you can let them go, and so that you can know, always know, that the created false identity ego served its purpose in the past, but it no longer does. You're here to be in your divine alignment with who you truly are through this sacred mind, sacred heart. Your I am presence, your divinity. Mañana there is a great amount of releasing and detaching that is going on. And some of you may have already started when we moved into that full moon at the end of July. There's this great awareness of freedom that I'm feeling and seeing. I'm even seeing with my divine partner, where sometimes we have to see things for ourselves to be able to release them at our own cognizant will, if that makes sense. So there's these unexpected changes within you that are going to come up, but we have to be willing to be open to receive the changes with no fear, okay? No fear at all that as the change happens, it's not going to push you into something that's bad. It's going to push you into a revelation to see and feel the truth about yourself and about what's going on this planet. Very, very important. So the other things are finding the things within you that need to, that you need to see and feel, I want to say freely on your own, because that's the energy I'm receiving. You need to see them within yourself on the things, like with the things of your past that you have been through, as you're releasing people, as you're releasing places, as you're releasing parts of your false identity ego, the pieces that have held you back. And where you're doing this, this is that Aquarian energy. It's all about freedom. You need to do it in a way that frees yourself from how you've held yourself back, but you also need to do it by seeing these things on your own, really, without the energy of someone else saying, look, it's right here in front of you, don't you see it? Because sometimes when someone else shows us something, we're going to pull back because we either don't want to have to have been wrong about something, or we're not ready to let go because we have the fear, if we truly let go, what's really going to happen to us? If I let go of that place for good, am I ever going to have a place to go back to? If I let go of that person for good and this one doesn't work, am I going to still be able to have that friendship or go back to that person? That's not what it's about. It's about letting go completely and moving forward, letting the past go and moving forward. You don't need those places, those persons, or those things anymore. You know, letting go of a home, letting go of a car, letting go of material things. As we let go, we free ourselves from the confinement, from the binding of the old ways, the old paradigms. This is shifting in you in August. This is new beginnings. And if you're not able to do that yet, if you're not able to see those things that are holding you back, persons, places, or things, then it will continue. You will continue in the loop you're in, and you will have to do this the next time the opportunity comes up. You will have to continue to work on yourself. Okay? Very, very big this month. The other thing I was receiving is what the new beginnings that are coming in are based on love. Because I get Aphrodite, Venus energy coming in. I get that divine feminine energy coming in on that flow, that real, it's a flow. And I actually, for myself the other day, excuse me, when I channel my nose runs, I don't have a tissue. The other day when I was talking to the goddesses, I said, how I feel right now is like a jellyfish. I'm just like kind of like flowing and floating up and up and up. That's how I feel. And that's such a divine feeling. There's no attachment. When you look at the jellyfish, there's no attachment to anything. They're just flowing and floating in that upwards, energy. And when you look at them and observe them, oh, what a calming vibration and a calming, I feel like almost like a nurturing energy when I watch them. But that's how I feel right now. And it's so good. It feels so good. To me, it feels like, that love you feel when you go to 0 point and you're in that source field. The other thing I have is to allow what inspires you to move you forward. Okay? Really allow what's inspiring you to move forward in your life as you're letting other things go, persons or places. You're like, what's inspiring you to move forward? What things are you seeing for yourself that you've always wanted to do, but you haven't taken the time to do them? There's a big heart cloud in the sky right now as I'm saying this. And remember that those inspirations, they come from the heart. They don't come from the ego. They come from the heart. What makes you feel inspired to move forward? Really tune in here to the heart, because this month is all about the heart. We're in the Lion's Gate is in the sign of Leo, so that's why it's called Lion's Gate. But the lion is love. It's the heart. It's the courage of stepping into who you are and the courage to release the things that you're not. And that's really, really important this month. There's going to be the urge also not feeling to want to come together again with like-minded people. There's still separation of groups of people, third dimensional people, fourth dimension. My fourth dimension is the healing dimension. That's where 99% of everyone is. So don't think you're not in there, because you are. So that's the fourth dimension. So the third dimension, a lot of you are going to see, if you're watching the news or you're in a city where you're experiencing stuff, you're going to see the people that are really not awake yet. It's going to show itself somewhere this month. Is what I'm seeing. And but you're also going to see those that have let things go and that are like the jellyfish. So flow towards that which you wish to come together with, that which feels right for you in friendships, people of like mind, in the collective energy. Really focus on what you want. I say this every month, focus on what you want. What do you want on this earth? Do you want peace and love on this earth? Then focus on it within yourself, because you're creating what's going on out there. We are the creators of the consciousness of the planet. So if we're focusing on some kind of war or some kind of control or some kind of fear, you're creating that in the consciousness, and that's not what we want. We are changing the consciousness of this planet by changing that which is within ourselves, by what we focus our energy on. So focus your energy on love. Focus your energy on peace and kindness. Focus your energy on your inner power, which is the heart, your wisdom, your grace. This is where we need to be. The other the other piece that Mother is showing me is the waters purification, the fire purification. So this is just Mother doing what she needs to do to create the purification on the planet in the dense areas. They're showing me a lot of lightning, which to me is very electrical energy. And we've had a lot of lightning here in Sedona lately. We finally have these beautiful monsoon rains, and they're referring to them as the Mayan rains, which for me is prophetic. So there's been a lot of lightning with the rains, and Sedona has not had these rains in a long time. So it's very, very wonderful and beautiful that it's actually happening. This is the prophetic part of the change. But it's very electric energy coming in. I'm seeing it and I'm feeling it in my own body as it happens. I start going zzz. So as this electric energy is coming in, some people tend to get more distressed with it or feeling stressed with it. Don't allow that energy to allow you to feel that way and participate in sending that stress out to others or that energy out to others, okay? Ground it into the earth. If you're feeling uneasy, if you're feeling like anger, because this is going to be coming up in a lot of you that haven't released things, if you're feeling this energy, if you're feeling like things just aren't going your way, don't send it to someone else. You don't want to do that. Send it into Mother Earth. Give it to Gaia. She will take it. She will transform it. She will send you back her healing love and her beautiful energy. And just feel her and thank her for all that she is doing. But also remember that you are a light worker, or you would not be listening to this. And this is part of your job to transform the energy as well, not just hers. So know that that's part of your work here, is to transform the energy, giving it to her. Na antianas na kurus na shutoku anamat. And we are complete. Kiras na sakros na shukuru putur yanamai. Kaha a sasakara na ai kiao tu amama shishi Anturi na mahua ne siono kur na ha oya hiai hema o yanani shutukur yamahia yana so Blessings of the highest, most benevolent love light of our Creator Source. Shota kirashna shuntas mayas light. We are one. I'll create a second half of the month video for those of you that are on Patreon. I thank you for subscribing, and we will continue there. The Lionsgate video will be coming out as well, so keep an eye out for that. And those of you that have not done last year's Lionsgate, the link will be below. The new Lionsgate webinar link will be coming up within a day. So I look forward to seeing a lot of you there, because a lot of you had asked, and they're very powerful webinars. All the webinars from last year are always still available, and they're to help you move forward in your process. So if you haven't done them, they will all be listed below. And I look forward to seeing all of you on the other side. I love you. Yo soy tu,